This podcast was recorded in Melbourne, Australia, known by the traditional owners as Nam. We would like to acknowledge the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation and pay our respects to their elders past, present and emerging. We celebrate their resilience, their continuing culture, and acknowledge that their sovereignty was never ceded.
Hello and welcome, baddies, benders, and babes, to the Book of War podcast.
Hate that.
No?
I love it.
It's great.
Love it.
I mean, look, keep it in. I'm just letting you know right now that I hate it.
The story of 4 teams who are seeking balance in a world without the Avatar. My name is Jesse Thomas and I play Minh Fang, the Foundling, he, him, a runaway from the Earth Kingdom who made a new home in the Northern Water Tribe while hiding from deadly family secrets. I wanted to clarify some stuff about Minh Fang, specifically his rope fighting, because I think we missed a bit in the introduction thing, but it's a length of rope with 2 knots on the end, and I actually based rope fury on 2 forms of historical martial arts. One is called Sheng Bao, which means rope dart. It's a Chinese martial art, fighting with the rope and a dart on the end, and the other one is something called a meteor hammer, it's like a shepherd's sling. But instead of launching a sling bullet, it's attached to the rope. So they can use it on horseback, ride up and hit things. But yeah, so that's my little fun Minh fact. Minh fact. Minh fact for the day.
Coin that.
I mean, I feel that Tomo would eat a shanbao. I think.
I would.
Speaking of.
Oh, hey. My name is Lucas Lee. I play Tomo the Razor, he, him, a lost boy turned smooth criminal. Maybe not as smooth as he thinks he is, but he still prefers to get the job done cleanly and well in time for dinner. He's a larger fellow, but is deceptively fast and dangerous with his tonfas. Fun fact for him today? You know what? I got nothing.
That's fine.
I
That's
got
so
nothing.
Fine. You changed your intro, so it's okay.
Yay.
New news.
New news.
Hello, my name is Georgie Hazel. I am playing Nuro, aka the kid. They, she, he. They're also the Destined. You should know that. They were forced to leave their strange home, the Foggy Swamp, due to the threat of war. But stranger things might have followed them out of that swamp. Who knows? Because we all know you can take the kid out of the swamp, but you can't take the swamp out the kid.
Or the kid's hair. It's in there.
It's everywhere.
It's
in there.
Kids doing pretty good. Broken toy, pretty mad at Min.
Still mad. Stops it. It's been 3.
It's been a couple of hours. No, it's been a day.
I had that toy for 5 hours.
I'm so sorry. Moving on.
Moving right along. Hello, everybody. My name is Ted Darling, and I'm playing Banji the Guardian. He, him, a defector from the Fire Nation Army, who's instead chosen to use his strength to protect the vulnerable, and apparently has missed his calling as a bender mat salesman. That was fun. And I'm also wearing an outfit that's 2 sizes too small.
And you look great.
I look fan-dabby doozy.
Curly shoes.
Wait, hold on, we can't go past that. Fan-dabby doozy?
Fan-dabby doozy. That's what all my Scottish listeners over there.
Is that something Scottish people say?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
They'll get it.
Cool.
They're just like, what the fuck?
Right into the show if you know what fan-dabby doozy means.
Hello, my name is Ash. I am your EM, your element mediator. That's thanks to Danny Jimenez, who liked our Facebook page and sent that one in. I'm just trying it on, just to get a feel. I won't lie. People I've run into out in public who know me have actively said, "Hello, you fabulous goose monkey, you."
Monkey.
I don't know.
Monkey.
I don't know. I'm getting away from it, but I'm going to try on a few over the next couple of weeks. We got to give that prize to someone.
That's it. We do. There is a prize. It is going to someone when you finally choose it. I'll say by episode 10.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
Another piece of information feedback that we've gotten is sometimes the rules are a little bit confusing. That's fair. We decided when we wanted to do this podcast, it was not going to be rules heavy in terms of we explain a lot. We're still playing by the rules, but we're not talking a lot about it where we can. That being said, there's a different podcast called Benders and Brews who have teamed up with another podcast, The Flying Bison. Both are playing the Avatar Legend system. They've just released about an 80-ish minute episode that's sort of outlining the differences between D&D and Avatar Legends for people that might be shifting over for reasons we're not going to talk about. If you want, by all means, go over to either. I think you can go to either of their pages and find it.
I think it's on the Benders and Brews.
Benders and Brews?
Specifically, yep.
No, I had to listen to their D&D to Avatar thing. It was great, like so informative. And I've got a bunch
Don't oversell it.
no, I'm gonna say that I've got a bunch of kids that I DM for, and I'm trying to get them to try new things, and like knowing how to compare the two is really, really helpful. And like, yeah, and I'm 100% with the idea of that. This is more story and less dice, and I'm so down for that.
Speaking of story. Bumi looks at all of you after having made his wild announcement of you joining the White Lotus. He looks at one of the guards, says, "Go prepare the chamber."
It's a bit Chief Palpatine. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
It's not a story the Avatar would tell you.
That's not a story an avatar would. No. He stamps his foot and gives a broad stroke of hand gestures as he does. Everyone notice 4 chairs come hurtling through the room. And by the time you blink your eyes, Bumi has guided them behind the 4 of you. He's even managed to spot Tomo standing behind the pillar.
Damn it.
One more stomp. You are swept off your collective feet. And with a second stomp, he manages to have a thick rock band extend itself from the chairs around your waists. You are now absolutely strapped into these things. He then gyrates his hips, which is unsettling in more ways than you can possibly fathom, and all 4 chairs swivel on the spot into what looks like a straight line. With one final very disturbing hip thrust, you rocket away down a corridor. It's not quite as fast as the mail carts were going, but Banji, I feel you've still...
Banji's still got a little bit of PTSD from that mail cart ride. Ash, can I please roll my Protector's Burden?
Yeah, what's your Protector's Burden?
So Protector's Burden is something that the Guardian does at the start of every session, where I roll and take a bonus for each yes answer to the following questions. And then depending on what I roll, I get certain things based on that. And it's mainly focused to do with the relationship between myself and my ward, which, as we said in the last episode, is Nuro.
Okay. How about we'll do the run through now on mic, and then next time before we start, you can just tell me what number you've got.
Gotcha.
Sound fair?
That sounds great.
Good. That way people at home will know what we're talking about.
Excellent. So at the beginning of each session, I roll and take a +1 for the following questions. Do you believe your ward listens to you more often than not?
That's a fail, right?
Currently, no. Have you recently protected them or helped them with a problem? Yes, I did protect them on the pirate ship.
And the mail cart.
And the mail cart. Is there an immediate threat to your ward that you're aware of? Do we consider this a threat?
I mean...
Banji definitely.
Banji considers it.
Yeah, Banji definitely would. So that's 2 +1s. And I shall roll now. That is a 6. A 7. And plus my 2 is 9. So on a 7 to 9, I hold 1. And I can take a 10+ without rolling on any move to defend or protect my ward. I can track them down even if they are hidden or avoiding me. That might be a good idea.
You're going to burn that so fast.
And I can figure out what they're up to without them knowing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, just hold on to that, and if at any point it becomes narratively appropriate, just bring it up.
Fan-dabby-dozy.
After sort of going around a few corners and at a speed that's just definitely uncomfortable for just being in a chair, you arrive at a big stone slab in a darkened room. It's hard to make out. It looks like there are metal utensils, curly things, prongy things, knives, blades. Eventually you hear Bumi's voice ask one of the guards, "Is everything ready?" And receiving the affirmative, he claps his hands and the lights turn on. The guards bring food of all different kinds to the table with mouth-watering aromas and just desire written on at least Tomo's face. Bumi says, "Welcome to the feasting chamber."
You are my king, my lord.
I'm confused. Are we here? I mean, you're feeding us, which is so great, and I'm looking at those. I'm looking at that rice, and it literally says my name. But
Yes, we heard Minh Fang said as you
that's
walked through.
also concerning for a number of reasons. But we can't leave. So like, we're here against our will, but you're feeding us. So are we prisoners?
Well, you're captive of an excellent lunch.
I don't know what I expected, so I'm just going to go ahead and start eating.
Yes. Is there any food in particular that takes anyone's fancy?
There's like saffron rice.
Somehow written with your name.
It's spelt Minh Fang out. I'm like, well, I mean, I have to.
There are at least like these like deep fried taro dumpling things that are just like so crispy on the outside, and every bite Tomo takes is just like a cacophony of crackling, and it's so good. He's gonna be out of action for a little while. And I think,
You see your rock belt just widens a little bit.
so
You're going to need that.
Oh, that's convenient. And Suri like pops out as well, and like I look over to Bumi. Could I have another plate for?
Oh, yes, of course. And claps his hands, and someone comes with this tiny little saucer plate ready to go for soon. It's like, look at that.
And yes, Suri just like basically whatever I take, I break off like a third and put it down next to Suri, and she just goes at it.
How big is Suri? We've had fan art of Suri, by the way, so far. Like,
which is almost accurate. Like I gotta clarify, she's got 2 pairs of eyes. So she can see better.
Suri was cute with the fan artist got it right, and you just made it scary again so quickly.
Do we have the name of that artist, by the way? Shout out?
Yes, we do. That is a shout out to the Numa Numa man. That'll get him.
Okay, sucked in Numa man.
I mean, he threw some goose monkey shade at me. So
okay,
because he also drew me as a goose monkey. So it's
you win some, you lose some.
Damien, you're a treasured friend. I will get you.
So Suri's about the size of your hand, maybe a little bit larger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up until this point, Nuro has been clawing at this restraint that they have over their belly. They've just been like hissing, like feral child mode. Just get me out of here right now. And then they see roasted slug on the table and then start scrabbling for that. Can't quite reach. Fingers just, gimme.
Bumi thumps his hand on the table a few times and the plate bounces over so that you can reach the slug.
Hands in mouth.
I think Bumi's like, yes, the perfect way to eat slug.
I haven't had that before. What is it? Can I have some?
Sure, let me get some for you.
I think Minh Fang gets up from his shoveling of rice. He's like, Banji, are you going to get in on this? Because it's like really good.
Everybody stop eating. I might have known this was an Earth Kingdom trap. Rewind, don't touch anything. What are you doing? Why are we here?
I open my mouth and the slug just falls out.
Am I going to die? Is this poisoned?
No.
Probably.
No, it's not a trap. I'm just here to teach you a thing.
What could you possibly teach us?
I'm glad you asked. What was the name? You Banju, did you say?
Why did you use my name?
What banjo was, I felt a little on the nose, so I just gave up.
Excellent. Let's go through some new technique that you're going to need to know to get by as one of the White Lotus. See, everyone has this thing called balance inside of them. It's very important. And to lose balance means bad things happen. Matter of fact, I have a whole diatribe written about the Avatar, which I was going to explain, but this is a much more perfect opportunity. And Bumi claps his hands, and your bar releases. And with that bar released, he says, "You're free to go. Your friends must remain."
Banji immediately stands in front of the kid between Bumi and the kid and raises his fist ready to shoot a bolt of fire.
What are you getting ready to fight for?
He'll burn you to a crisp.
Why? He gets to go.
I'm not leaving without my pals.
Why not?
Because I just can't.
You just can't. So, here's the question. And he looks and he peers at you. And he says, you need to decide whether you can rely on yourself or whether you can trust these people to get out of their current predicament without you. What do you think it is?
Well, at the moment they're enthralled by your bribes of all this food, so...
Are you suggesting that you don't trust them from here? That it has to be you that leads the way out?
Stop getting in my head, Earthbender.
And with that, this is a balance move. Currently, Banji has... Are you central with your balance?
I am.
So we're explaining the balance mechanic here. The Guardian has self-reliance on one side and trust on the other. And it all comes down to, within this game, where that balance lies. When you're absolutely central, you can go either way. But as a general rule of thumb, as you start leaning one way or the other, it becomes harder to see life from the other perspective. Eventually, if you go too far, your center will shift and bad things tend to happen. But narratively, it's a wonderful thing for the game. Now, what Boom is doing out here is he is attempting to get you to live up to your principle. So in this moment, Bumi is attempting to change your balance, and he is putting more into trust than it is self-reliance. So he is, in essence, trying to get you to think about trusting your teammates. So in this case, you've got a choice. You can just go with it and say, maybe I do that. And then you will shift your balance one, and there's no further outcome. Otherwise, you can do a playbook move called resist shifting your balance. And that is, you will be rolling for it. There's no addition. It is just a flat roll. And we can explain what happens on a 10, 79, or on a miss, if you feel the need to do that.
Yeah, I think that given what happened in the previous episodes and up until this point, I don't think Banji distrusts the party, but I don't think he believes that they can fight for themselves.
In that case, you're rolling for this one.
Yes.
Because Bumi is trying to convince you that they are worth trusting, that they might know what they're talking about. So go ahead and roll for me.
That is a 5.
Straight up 5. On a miss, they know just what to say to throw you off balance. Your marquee condition and your balance gets shifted twice.
Ooh. I'm interested to hear what Bumi has to say about my team. Then.
I'm going to need a minute to think about it. I think he just sort of stamps his foot again, and the bar just releases from everyone's waistband. And I think that the part that really hits you is that even though you've had this motion to get up and jump in and be ready to protect, they're still not moving. They're still like, this food's pretty good, and we kind of want to hear what he has to say. And that hits hard. So, Mark Insecure? I'd say Mark Insecure makes a bit of sense there. And your balance shifts towards trust twice. That's actually very hard to say. It shifts towards trust twice. But
It shifts towards trust twice.
oh, Jesse, you should be goose monkey in this game.
I don't have the time.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. That's a big shift.
That's a big miss.
Yeah.
So that has unbalanced. Like, you are much closer to being unbalanced now. So yeah, that's what happens when someone calmly explains why you're not listening to logic, and then you go, but no, my logic.
I tug on Banji's shirt. Can I have my slug now?
Banji just sort of goes back to his chair and sits down in a huff and very gingerly pulls over a plate of salt and pepper tofu and waits until no one's looking and just sort of fires it into his mouth.
That is just a wonderful visual. Bumi says to the table, while you're all eating, I'm going to start to tell you a little bit about who the Avatar is. Does anyone know of the Avatar? Anyone?
Yeah. It's that person who can do all the things, and they ran away, and now you don't have one. And there was a few others. The only one I know of is Kyoshi, but that's just me.
Anyone else? It's been a while.
The Avatar is dead.
Yeah.
He's not coming back. He ran away years ago and he's not come back.
Well, that would mean that there's another Avatar somewhere.
That's a fairy tale.
Ah, firebenders. I see which island you grew up on. No, the Avatar provided balance. About 70 years ago, they went missing, and we looked and we looked, but we didn't find any trace. Well, without an Avatar, the Fire Nation was able to prepare and move almost completely unchecked. We in the White Lotus have been working behind the scenes to minimize the carnage, but we can't be everywhere. Truth be told, there are very few of us in the field. Most of us are too well known, too busy, too important in our current roles, or we just plain stand out where we shouldn't. And he just takes a bite of something hard and it's his rock candy is what he goes for. He says talented people that I don't know, could maybe make their way into a marshu, into the palace, and do something crazy like deceive all the people around them and try and challenge very dangerous people, maybe like me. Well, maybe we have a gap for people like that.
So is this an interview?
More a job brief.
So we don't get a choice?
Of course you do.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm much more on board then.
You can take the job, or I will have to send you all to the dungeon forever, because now you know too many secrets.
Oh, does the dungeon have a window?
We can make one.
That doesn't feel too good, actually. That you'd have to make one.
Well, we do have to renovate it anyway, because we were thinking about renovating it, but we hadn't done it yet. But we're going to.
I think I'll just keep listening before I make up my mind. And I sort of look panicked to everyone. Hi, Nuro. Waving away in an audio medium.
In an audio medium.
It's very subtle, but Tomo's eating a lot slower and listening a lot more intently, but it's very subtle.
Well, we're listening, I guess.
Well, let me ask you a question. Why did you come in with that medallion?
Well, we were promised 80 gold.
A pretty lady promised us a lot of gold.
And she only promised you gold?
She promised us. What did she say, Banji? What did she say?
More jobs, more lucrative jobs.
Yeah.
More jobs.
More than you can
more work.
ever
and
for.
She held out a bunch of jewels in her hand.
He goes, oh, did he? And he holds out some rock candy. He's like,
Oh, we've been deceived.
I saw you eat that rock. Can I try some?
Absolutely. Highly recommend. And he gives you a handful of it. It's...
Banji stands up again.
It's very sweet. Just
it's modestly.
Much harder than you expect.
Yeah, my tooth.
That's fine. You'll grow some new ones. They'll grow some new ones, right?
I guess we'll find
The
out.
kid's 10, so yeah. There's more teeth where that came from, right? Right? I need an adult. My, by the spirits.
Bumi says, don't worry, you don't even need them. And he smiles, and you see that he is missing so many teeth.
Mr. Bumi, I've seen the Avatar.
You've seen it?
I've seen the Avatar.
Amazing. Where?
At my home.
Oh.
Do you know where my home is?
I could have a wild guess.
Go on then.
You live in a swamp.
I do live in a swamp. How'd you know?
Oh, it's the smell. Clearly, you are motivated, each one by something individual. And that individual is money. It's just money for different things. Minh Fang, you clearly need to look good. That takes money.
Sort of smiles.
Tomo, you clearly like to eat. And the finest food can only be bought with the finest of things.
You do make a point.
Banji, you appear to require some sort of funding to keep yourself moving away from a home that you have never really known. And Nuro,
Yes?
I've got no idea. You're just a weird little goblin creature to me, but I like you. Have some more candy.
Well, thank you, Boomy. Thank you, sir.
Wonderful compliments accurately put aside. Yeah, money would be great. But what are we doing? Is this dangerous? Or, do we get a say in what we do? Do we have to sign a contract? Do I have a retirement
I can't
fund?
write.
Neuro can't write. It's a whole thing.
That's fine. Do you like games?
I love games.
Excellent. He heads over to a shelf, and it's full of boxes and things, and you see him throw away, the Avatar equivalent of a chessboard and the equivalent of a checkers board. And he takes out a book. The book says, caverns and creatures on it. He goes, oh no, we don't play that anymore. And he throws it away. He goes, here it is. And he pulls out a game that some of you might have seen before called Paicho. And it's definitely the kids' version of the game. And he takes out these 4 tiles.
Nuro immediately tries to chew.
No. You'll need that. It's got... Hold. No, I don't have any more. Yours just has teeth marks in it now. That's fine. You'll need these. These are, in essence, we'll call it a membership badge.
Do we wear the badge or do we just have it?
You just have it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll take one of those.
The petals of the White Lotus are open very wide for all of its members. I don't remember if that's the exact line. I'd have to go back and watch Avatar again, but that's definitely pretty close.
Don't remember Bumi being this meta. Yeah, I take a tile. Cool.
So he grabs it for me.
Okay.
Banji stares down Bumi.
He sort of waves it right in your face. I
look at Banji from across the table. I'm like, take the tile. Take it. We can just ditch it later if we have to.
You still haven't told us what we're supposed to be doing, and I've already signed my name up behind a badge I didn't believe in. What are we doing, and why should I take this?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know that I want to tell you what you'll be doing until you do it, but we are at some degree of impasse. So how about if you can beat me in an arm wrestling competition, then I will tell you everything before we do it. If you don't, then you have to sign up. There are no take-backsies in Amashu.
Oh, that is the motto. I forgot. Damn it. He looks at the tile. He's like, well, look, Banji, we already have them, and there's no take-backsies in Amashu. Everyone knows that.
There's no take-backsies in Amashu.
No take-backsies. So, we're in it to win it now. And I guess Nuro's going, which means you're going to go. So...
Banji, in response, just flexes, and I feel like the merchant outfit that's 2 sizes too small just rips slightly, and he's like, you think I can't beat an old man from the Earth Kingdom?
He's the biggest person I've ever seen.
He has got his counselor robes back on again, and his very plumy, silly feather hat. But he sort of you see him sort of flex underneath the cloak, and it's still like...
That's horrifying.
If muscles had muscles, the muscles would be this muscly man. Do you honestly think you could win?
Bumi blushes.
I give Banji 2-1. Do you want to take that, Nuro?
I would actually like to have an otherworldly vision right
Yes.
Ooh.
Okay. Tell us about your otherworldly vision. We're getting all the move bits out.
Yes. So I just have to mark my destiny track to have a vision about the situation at hand. Ask the GM one question and get an honest answer.
Okay.
Where is Bumi's job taking us?
You are still...
I would like an image.
Yeah, I was going to say a phrase.
I need a vision. I need you to just hit me with detail.
You see yourself sort of fly out of your own body, and you look, and it's like looking down at the map, and it's still the Earth Kingdom continent. And as you do, you head a little bit north along the coastline. You see yourself zoom into that space, and you see a vibrant, bustling town. There's music, there's laughter, there's drinking, there's food. There's so much going on. You see vendors of all sorts selling all types of things. And then you zoom in a little bit closer and you see a woman who is at a bar, roariously drunk. I don't know that roariously is a word, but it really paints the image that I want here. She appears to have that sort of buccaneer style outfit. Not necessarily pirate-esque, but definitely someone who spends a bit of time on the wharf on the sea. And she is wildly drunk, cheeks flushed, and having the time of her life.
Mark your track.
I'm marking my track. Nuro was not mentally in the feasting chamber while receiving that vision. Their eyes had rolled back. They went into they had a little moment. They are now returned. They breathe deeply as they settle back into their body, and then immediately turns to Banji and then looks at everybody. Well, she looked mighty drunk.
She.
Who is the drunk lady, Mr. Bumi?
Nuro, we're just at a table. There's no drunk lady.
No, there was definitely a drunk lady. I saw a drunk lady.
I think the cat skink is out of the bag. The thing that I was after you to do is that there is a vendor in City Merchant Pier who claims to have a map that leads to where the Avatar is.
The Avatar.
She's been boasting it for about the last 3 weeks. And I figure we need to send someone down to find out whether this is a real claim or just another whatever.
Goose monkey chase.
A wild goose monkey chase. You know what's really mad? I actually thought of that joke earlier today, and I'm like, I can't wait to throw that in. And then I threw myself off with the cat skinks out of the bag.
Tomo, it looked like they had really nice vendors, really nice food there.
Sorry, we're just going to walk past the Nuro's not making any sense. I mean, did anyone else see what just happened with the child? No?
You've never been to the foggy swamp before, have you?
No, it's a swamp. Why would I go to a swamp?
Careful now.
Well, it's just not for me, I guess. I just... look. Fine, you know what? Banji, I want to talk to you later about some things, just to be clear. And then I'm going to pretend that this is fine, and it's all fine.
It's all fine. Nuro here is a child of destiny. A destiny's child, if you will.
Oh, God. I can't.
How long were you waiting to bust that one out?
There is absolutely no way Tomo knows that, but it's too good that I have to leave it in.
Basically, you just saw this kid just have a weird...
Yeah, and Minh Fang's like, oh, no one else see that?
And then I've just come back and be like, oh my God, you should have seen this place that I just saw. There was a drunk lady. There was colors.
Isn't it interesting? We have Destiny's Child and a survivor.
I don't know what to say.
Say my name.
But no one is around you.
Say Bumi, I love you. We've gotten well off track.
I think Minh Fang just sits there and doesn't know what to do. All right, so we go find this lady and her map to the Avatar and bring it back. Is that what you want?
No, I want you to find the Avatar.
Oh, you wanted to follow the map then?
I mean, if it makes sense.
And what if it doesn't?
Then we'll do something else.
Oh, so we come back here?
I mean, do you want to get paid?
Okay. All right. Well, this seems easy enough. We either find a fraud or the Avatar, and yeah, I guess we go from there.
Oh, I'm so glad you got it. I thought it was sounding crazy.
Do I get to keep this?
Oh, absolutely. Matter of fact, and he hands like what looks like a bracelet, like a rock candy bracelet that everyone can just have.
Oh. I used to have one of these when I was a child.
Lummy.
No, you got to savor it. It's better when you sweat on it for a couple of days.
I like the concept that by the time you leave, Nuro's is gone.
Clean.
Lord Bumi, do we have any transport, any per diems, down payment, things to expedite our expedition?
I just gave you the greatest treasure known to man.
Edible rock.
Edible rock. It's so good.
All right. Yes, I guess that's fine. We've made our way here. We can make our way there. What was the town called again? Where are we going?
Merchant
Town?
City?
Yes, so descriptive they are in the region. Out in the prefectures.
Well, technically it's called Merchant's Pier, but everyone calls it Seedy Merchant's Pier.
Cool. Cool. Okay. Well, he sort of pushes himself out from the bench and sort of straightens up his vest. He's like, this has been great. Goodbye. We'll go there for sure.
As you leave, you find that there is a per diem as you like the money that you said you were going to get paid is waiting for you. One of the servants has it on a tray as you walk out.
Oh, can I get a container as well, please?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I barely ate any of my slug.
Your slug is absolutely gone. It's like it has been devoured. Just before you go, he sort of taps maybe just a friendly like grab on the shoulder, and he says, "One day you're going to have to be aware that they are worthwhile being trusted."
And one day you're going to have to beat me in an arm wrestle.
Well, you may not have noticed, but I slipped that tile into your pocket while you weren't looking. Okay, no take backsies, bye!
Damn old man! I think we're just standing in the hall, just like, well, I'm full, and
Do I get to go back the same way that I came in?
you want to, oh, well, we did promise you that you could go down to cut to us on the path.
Smash cut, we just is it just Nuro? Is anyone else in the
No,
car?
I'm in it with,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banji's there.
I'm in it with Nuro.
Once again, holding in the...
Yeah, holding in the vomit.
Tomo's just sipping tea, just watching this all.
But we see Sudi like sitting on Nuro's head, be like,
All right.
I am drawing that.
okay.
I step out of the cart by Tomo's tea house wherever he's set up, and I slowly help Banji, and I'm like, Nuro, can you go order Banji and I a jasmine tea, please? Because he'll just keep vomiting if he doesn't.
I surely will. I'll get you the best, finest jasmine tea I ever did find.
You're wonderful.
I skip off.
I sort of help Banji to his feet, and I'm like, right, what the hell is with the child? Did you see they like fell back in the chair and their eyes rolled back and then they started mumbling a little bit and then they just flew forward and all of a sudden they're talking about a drunk lady and a thing and then Bumi's like, yes, that's what we're talking about, blah, 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 blah. What is that?
That's not my story to tell.
Oh my God.
But,
Oh, fine.
but there is a reason I left the Fire Nation Army to follow that wee one around.
Is it safe?
I don't know. That's why I'm here.
All right. Why did life suddenly get so complicated? I was just chilling on an island.
And Banji kind of like puts an arm around Minh Fang. Don't worry, pal. We'll get there in the end.
Yeah. Am I really your pal now? You said you wouldn't leave without your pals. Are we friends, Banji?
Don't push it.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go get that jasmine. No doubt the child did not pay appropriately.
Yeah, I fully ran away with the tea without paying.
Server, yes, no. They're with us. Here's some money.
Just run away with the tray.
I was just watching Lucas's face then. Is Tomo listening to that exchange?
Yeah, Tomo's listening.
Just sipping tea.
Just sipping tea quietly. Just wait.
Hmm?
Are we seriously doing this?
Well, I mean,
We have the money.
there's no take back season of Marsh. So.
You just hear echo out of the bar. There are no take backs.
Oh.
See, he can hear us from like miles away. We
Oh.
don't really have much of a choice, I don't think.
He
also,
might-
we
he
could
might-
just stop the podcast right now if we didn't want to do it anymore.
Excuse me, breaking the meta's my job.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, no, I think so. I mean, it seems pretty simple. I mean, the Avatar's been gone for, 70 years or something. They're clearly dead or don't exist. So it's going to be a false lead. We go there, we do the thing. Oh, look, it's nothing and it's fine. We come back, we get paid again. Easy work, easy money. I hope. I'm certain, actually. Because everyone knows the Avatar's been gone for a long time. And they probably weren't real anyway.
Agreed.
Banji, you into this?
Well, the wee one seems to want to go, so if they do, that's where I'm going.
All right. So how do we get there?
Well, there's a few ways. We can find a wagon and spend money on that. But it's a long trip that will take a lot of money. So that's something we need to decide if we want to do. Or we can walk and have a grand old time.
Wagon. Wagon.
Wagon. All right.
Yeah, based on the map outline, well, Nuro would know this. Based on the map outline, you know that you are able to get onto a boat, and it is a coastal town. So you could also take a boat.
Why don't we find ourselves a boat?
There's pirates, though.
And I
they
think-
made fun of me and they ruined my hair, and I don't want to find them again.
You know, I've been really wanting to braid your hair for you. Would you let me, man?
I look at Nero's smiling face and then my eyes track down to their incredibly dirty hands. And I'm like, not now, but I will let you one day. Sure.
Fabulous.
Yeah, but I'm kind of like how it is right now. You know, it took me a while to get this morning, and I just got it right. And after those pirates got it wet the other day, like, you know...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get on a boat. I think we should get on a boat.
On a boat.
We could have asked Pian Dao if Tomo hadn't pissed him off.
Yes, he did punch you right in the face, didn't he?
I'm sorry. I mean, I got punched in the face, but I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I guess we just have to pay someone else. Oh, all this money's already disappearing. Well, do we want to go tomorrow or do we want to go today? Shall we rest, recuperate, or do we just want to get to it?
Look, if it's about the Avatar, Wild Goose Monkey Chase or not, and this woman's quite vocal, there'll be others after her. We should get on to this if we're going to do it.
I hate it when you're right. All right. Let's go to the docks, charter boat or something. That guy about the mat's going to be there again.
As you walk through the gate, you see, like, he is moving with such fluidity. Like, he's like, oh, hey, friends.
Hi, man. Enjoying the premium mat there, bro.
I feel one with the stone. It flows in me, through me, around me.
Yeah, it'll do that. All right, goodbye.
Do you have any more mats?
There's a retail outlet inside.
Okay, can't wait to see you again. Yeah. And he, like, once again flows the rock back up. It looks like liquid rock just going.
We did good.
Yeah,
like,
we did.
We have done one positive thing in the world.
I want to point out, Minh Fang is still angry. So this is explaining his sort of attitude at the moment. Yeah, he can't really let go of that anger. He feels kind of a bit useless, and he's being pulled around in all sorts of ways. So it's a bit sour. That's sort of why. Is there like a lot of ships at this dock, or is there like...
I'm glad you asked. Well, firstly, you've got the Wagger man. He's like, hey, friends, you heading back to the docks? Silver piece apiece?
Yeah, we are.
I said I was going over there to disappear, but it turns out I was just waiting for you to come back.
That's right. You're from the swamp too.
Yeah, swamp too. It's just a sales trick.
I hand him 4 silver pieces and I get on the wagon. Can we skip the existential talk? Okay, I've had a really rough day.
Okay, you can existence on your own. We'll just exit scene.
I just, as we sort of trot into the distance, I just sort of sit on the back of the wagon looking at a marshoot. Like, just, spirits. Tomo, do you have any more squidfish?
No.
What else did you pocket from that feast, Tomo?
Oh, you'll see.
Oh, I can't wait.
And as Tomo kind of shifts a little bit, like there's a turtle duck, a grilled turtle duck, just like flops out the side. Oh, sorry.
You arrive down at the docks, and as you're sort of coming down, it sort of goes down a little bit of a hill, so you actually get to see the water. There are 3 boats currently docked. One is Pian Dao's boat. It's still there. There is no sign of Pian Dao currently that you can see. 2, there is an older man and his son. They seem to be loading up some sort of sacks of something. Their vessel is very, very small, and it's not grandly... Well, it floats on water, I'll give you that, but it is not a supreme vessel. The 3rd vessel that seems to have just limped its way into the dock is a ship that has no mast currently, but they're currently trying to reinstall it.
These are our Team Rocket, I swear to God. These pirates. We crest the hill and Minh Fang just sighs. Oh, no. All right, can someone else make this decision for me, please?
It's a big town. Let's just step away to the side, see what they do. You know, we don't have to take them on again, surely.
No, but we might have to pay them if the others suck. Pian Dao's clearly not there.
I think the smaller boat would be a great idea.
Pian Dao, we can trust him. He got us here. I'm assuming that he might have something to do with all this, given that his mother, or someone claiming to be his mother, sent us on this goose monkey chase. I think it would be remiss of us not to wait and see if we can book passage, he also helped us fight those pirates. And I don't think a boat full of valuables is a good trip to take, given that we've already fought pirates once before.
Well, I'm sold.
I mean, you're the one that got punched in the face, Tomo.
Tomo's like rubbing his nose. It's like, let's speak with him. It's okay. It's okay. Forgive and forget, right? Right?
Right.
I was going to say, do we see a murderous glint in his eye?
Absolutely. There's definitely, when you guys aren't looking, there's definitely a glint.
You head down onto the dock, and you notice that the pirates, or the pirate vessel at least, they're very busy rebuilding it. They are getting it done in the 10 minutes maybe that you've could see where they were. They've managed to reinstate the mast, patch up some of the flame work that was done. Looks like they're installing a new sail now as well. But they're at the other end of the pier, so they're not immediately confronting you. As you go to Piandao's boat, though, there is no sign of him. You jump on board. He's not around currently.
Tomo, you said it was important that we get going, and I tend to agree. So Piandao's not here. I know it's not ideal. We're not going with the pirates, no matter what anyone says. So should we try this old man and young boy boat business?
I can maneuver through the water much better in a smaller boat.
All right, well,
you know what? Maybe while we wait for Pandao to maybe show up, why don't we slow down the pirates' repairs a bit? And Tomo turns to look at Nuro. You got some tricks, little one?
I got some tricks.
Right.
okay.
I can't wait to hear what this trick is.
If this goes bad,
I'm actually going to think of a trick now.
Kid's mouth is writing checks at the right cash.
let's put some holes in it.
They're bending can't catch.
Yeah. Nuro does a little bit of a Mission Impossible across the boardwalk. It probably looks so obvious.
Jesse, can you please contact Tom Cruise and ask if we can
No,
use the Mission Impossible
absolutely
theme?
not. I can't get through
Wait.
those.
We're still waiting on the duffers.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I saw something in a play once where if we get a rowboat and we flip it upside down and go under it, we could use that to walk under the water. And we can hit at them from underneath, and they won't know what hit them.
I mean, Nuro's a waterbender. They can just get in there anyway.
Yeah, I fully just bomb dive into
my
I was
God.
creeping across.
I guess the decision's made for us.
Never mind.
Hey, I did it again.
Mysterious.
And then from underneath the water, I do.
Just before you say that, I feel that your big dive, there was a little bit of commotion from the pirate, in terms of what was that? Yeah, what is that? And so
I swim under the boat to the other side.
that's fair. I think that it's fair to say though that the pirates have now noticed that the three of you at least that aren't Nuro are on the dock. So Nuro, you're hidden. They don't know where you are or what you're doing.
Oh, no.
But
You just did a big whole bomb into the water. They're looking around.
Look, here's the thing. Eventually, you're standing around. Eventually, they're going to notice anyway. This just narratively makes sense.
Okay.
All right. I look at Tom and Banji. I'm like, all right, play it cool. If they come up to us, you just talk to them. And then we'll talk our way out of it, I guess. So, they're fine. They're too busy. And then when the boat starts going down, I'll be like, oh, look out. Your boat's sinking.
Banji's not really listening. He's sort of looking, trying to find any sign of the child underwater. His
Trailer bubbles.
Yeah. Not really paying attention, but just kind of nodding, dismissively nodding and sort of giving you the hand.
Yeah.
Looking.
All right. As Neuro's getting ready to do whatever Neuro's about to do, I think that you see the firebender known as Boster go, hey, and sort of jump down onto the deck and start walking up to the three of you that are currently standing.
I give him a wave.
Her.
I give her a wave. Yes, hello.
And
Here we go.
Boster gets there and goes, listen, I've got a bone to pick with you.
Do you?
We need money. Can we please give you a lift somewhere? We are... Nuro, what are you doing to the boat?
Nuro is I don't know if this will actually work, but I'm imagining Nuro has kind of done like a Moses thing and is doing like a Moses thing and parting the water. And just wants to completely drag the boat down.
Okay, I was like, oh, yes.
It just disappears, and then the water crashes
of
back.
course.
We'll get to that. That's the aim, but we'll get to that.
That's the aim.
Yeah. Yeah.
You did a lot of damage, and we need. Look, we're repairing it because it's all we really have, and without this, we will probably starve. So we will give you the cheapest possible wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
We'll take you there.
CD Merchant Town? Port? The one up the coast.
We did that for like a gold each. That'd be.
You know what? Done. Stand right here. And I just run down the pier. I'm like, Nuro! Nuro!
Roll to. This is going to be rely on your skills and training. I feel.
Mm-hmm. Where's my own phone?
No.
Thank you. That is a 9. Plus, I'm so sorry. What is it to use?
What skills and training? Is it
Focus.
creativity?
Focus.
Yeah.
Focus. Well, that's a -1. So
Hey.
8.
Okay. On an 8. You do it, but imperfectly. So I think what happens is you're trying to drag the whole thing underneath. You see the boat just begin to go down. I don't think you get the entire underside. Like you get the front. So it's just like nose first.
Yeah, I wanted to
Like-
open it up and make the water just kind of wave over the top of it and drag it down into the
Right.
ocean.
I think what happens because this is. It's still happening, just not quite in the way that you're visualizing it. Pretty much you just remove the water underneath the boat, Moses style, and it just goes, boom, and it just lands on,
no.
and then just turn around and, are we doing this again? And the knives come out.
No. Nuro, they're cool. It's fine.
They're what?
It's okay. They're going to take us.
They're gonna do what?
They're
You
gonna-
want me to sink the boat?
No, please not that. Anything but that. No. They have toys on here.
They got toys?
Yeah, so don't destroy it.
We don't have toys.
Shut the spirit up, okay? Yeah. Okay, so don't destroy it. 'cause
So I'm
anyone-
not destroying it?
No, because there's toys on there.
There's toys on okay, we're not destroying the boat, okay.
Come out of the water, yes.
I think as
Banji misses you.
I think you
He's
see-
also stressed. Look at him. He's walking up and down the pier in a panic.
I think Buster looks is like, is that another hole in the ship? And she's like, that'll be an extra couple of
That's
gold.
fine. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
All right,
The water settles, the boat begins to rise once more.
You see Buster sort of nod at some of the deck hands. I say deck hands. They're
Shipwrights.
shipwrights. Thank you. Nod at some of the shipwrights, and then they go down and start hammering on some new pieces of wood and just sort of plastering up the hole that was just made in the hull. As Buster, it is Buster that I was referring to. Buster says, "Come on."
All right, here's your gold. I'll be right back. I jump over to the small ship, the really small ship with the kid and the dad.
Mhm.
Like, hi, hello, very sorry, just quickly. Little boy, do you have a toy that I can buy from you? I will give you too much money for a child to have.
I think his dad just sort of looks at you like,
Yeah, no, it's fine. I just need the toy.
You see this tiny little child go, well, I
pull out a gold. I
pull
pull out another gold.
I
I pull out a third gold.
Okay, that's. I think that.
I pull out a fourth gold.
Oh.
There we go. Here you go. What's the toy?
And the thing that this little child was playing with, is a stuffed doll. But the thing about it is that it's not any. It's just a cabbage. It's just, and he goes,
So sorry, hold on. You're telling me that I just bought just a cabbage from a child?
no, it's a plush toy cabbage.
Oh, but it looks so like it's a toy cabbage.
It's a toy cabbage,
okay.
and this kid's like, it's my favorite. But
That's why I gave you 4 gold for it.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
4 gold
No,
can buy many cabbages.
no, well, yeah. And he hands it. He's like, Papa, we can finally buy the seeds.
Yes, you can.
We can finally start having a cabbage farm. And he's
Great,
like,
give me the
That's great.
toy.
Just take good care of it.
It's going to a child that needs a toy desperately.
But do they need a cabbage?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much.
If they need a cabbage.
I run over back to the ship. I'm like, Nuro, I found the toy.
A toy?
You're going to love
I've
it.
been looking everywhere for this goddamn toy.
Yeah, I've got it here. It's fine. So this is a plush toy of the great spirit Kabaj. I hand over. Kabaj is a large, leafy green spirit that all the other smaller spirits adore.
That's just stars in Neuro's eyes.
And Kabaj is loved by all.
Wow, you're mighty fine, Kabaj. Man, thank you so much.
That's so
I just awkwardly pat you on the face. Touch you.
Thank you.
touch
I
your face.
wiped the dirt off. Cool. Are we? Yeah, great. So let's go.
Boster, now that Boster has coins, like hands them over to the shipwrights, and they move very, very fast because now there's money to be had.
Yeah.
So they're like, yeah, new sail, boat patch things, and there's a gangway laid down. They're just like, come on, we'll get you to CDP.
Cool. You're not going to rob us again, right? Or you're not going to try? Because
They
like
can try.
Banji will just he'll take us all out. He doesn't care. He's insane. Look at this man. Look at this firebending man.
And I like close a fist and a fire comes out my fist.
He is insane. He is crazy. Tomo, isn't he crazy? He's full on nuts.
He's so scary.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go on this boat, to be honest.
He will take us all out if you try any funny business.
Can we just go?
Yes.
Is the man I beat within an inch of his life on board?
He actually has been. And you see that he is like comically wrapped up in bandages, like arms in split. Like you didn't even like hit his arms, but his arms are in splits. He's got like a cast on his leg, and he sort of sees. He goes, "Oh," and like just like runs it like below deck. Is like, "Oh." That's going to take a little while for the psychological. Okay. So with that, I think that it is a good time to see you sail away from the coast of Amashu and on to the next adventure in CD Merchant Pier.
The Book of War is Lucas Lee as Tomo, Georgie Hazel as Nuro, Ted Darling as Banji, myself, Jesse Thomas as Minh Fang, and Ash Cooper as our Game Master. Our theme song and outro, The Book of War Remains, is by Matt Harrison, and additional sound effects and music are from zapsplat.com. We finally have a Twitter. I caved and made a Twitter, everyone, so jump on that. You can find us at The Book of War Podcast. I've also bit the bullet and done a TikTok. So again, you can find us at the Book of War Podcast. I'm still figuring that out. Again, it's probably going to be like shortcuts from the show, and little like bonus little bits. So yeah, keep an eye on that. I might be doing some interesting things there soon. So again, I want to give a massive shout out to all of you who have been liking and sharing the podcast and giving us reviews. Thank you so much. The response has been amazing. And we have already hit targets we didn't even think we were going to hit until April. So thank you so much. It's such a pleasure to know that you're all enjoying this. If you are enjoying it, please make sure you're telling your friends. The only way the podcasts grow is through word of mouth, like really. So if you're loving us, share the love. We'd love to get more people listening. Obviously, that's our goal. So yeah, that would be wonderful. The next episode is up on the 18th of February, and we will see you then.
Bumi just sort of like thumps his. Oh no. This is captivating. If this stays in the podcast,
Tried to be elegant.
if this stays in the
I didn't.
podcast, that was Georgie accidentally disconnecting their headset and then somehow making it the most extreme way of plugging it back in again.
Didn't quite go well.
No.